Hello everyone, this is Sensei Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. Well, I've just spent the better part of an hour shifting my inventory around, selling inventory to Quartermaster, and then returning to camp and cleaning out all of the armor I had in the Traveler's chest. Practical upshot of which is that we've now got over 14,000 gold spread across all the characters in my party right now, a plethora of scrolls, assorted magic items, etc. I'm currently holding on to all of them so I can switch these over to Gale when we get the party changed over. And I've gotten Haslin a set of +2 hide armor. Let's go ahead and talk to him and split the party with him first.
I swear, I can already feel a change. I'll be ready.
Your path leads away from me, I sense.
And yeah, nothing new from him.
I guess I can take care of myself. I mean, I've gotten this far.
Yeah, nothing really new with her.
A savvy move recruiting Halcyon into our cause. While I'm adept at most forms of weave manipulation, druidic magic is not my area of expertise. He will make for a most useful option to have in reserve.
Also, he can change into a bear.
With pleasure. Lead on.
Alright, so with that done... Oh, also, had some extra pink dye I found. I forgot that I sent to camp that we are sending on to Karlach. Alright, so send that all to Gale. And the whole person as well. We will switch to Gale's inventory.
Lost in thought.
And haha, yeah, I didn't think we had enlarge reduce. And all the other scrolls we have that Wyll hasn't put into his spellbook yet are 5th level, so we can't cast those yet, but we're prepared for once we do. Which should be next level, if I remember correctly. I was trying to find Speak with Dead, so I could give that back to Matthias, but...
My faith will guide me.
I don't think it seems to have sorted all that well. It appears to just be condensing everything, but...
Still breathing, despite everything.
What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that decision, but I'll be here in the meantime.
Alright, we're just going to part ways with him for a bit. because I wanted
Wonder
to
if the
talk
gods
to
are
one
watching
more
me.
person about joining us.
What's on your mind?
Okay, nothing new from Karluk. But let's talk with Jahira.
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can. As you wish. How high?
Alright, so now we have the option of leveling her up. Now she's the Circle of the Land Druid. And she also gets to choose a cantrip. We'll go with, yeah, you guessed it, Guidance, because Guidance is always useful. And she gets to choose two spells that are always prepared. Given where we're traveling, I think Coast might be most useful, which gives us Misty Step and Mirror Image. This time we get Sleep's Home Call Lightning, definitely useful. Coast again, freedom of movement and confusion. Number of feet, we'll go with maxing wisdom. Alright, so with that done,
Alright, what now?
I would not linger in this land over long.
alright, nothing new for her.
Light on my feet.
And yes, I see that Wyll has something to talk about, but we're going to talk with Astrala first.
I think I'll enjoy traveling with Halsin. Not for his wit or wisdom. He'll just make an excellent shield if we're attacked.
I mean, he's not wrong, but
You wanted something?
oh, and apparently I had said last time that the new patch is supposed to load tomorrow. Still recording this just before midnight on September 22nd, but it appears at least this part of the patch has run, and I have this magic mirror. Which gives you the option of changing your appearance. And your voice, you can totally randomize it. I'm not going to do that, but you now have the option of changing your appearance if you decide, well, I like how I look. Anyway, let us chat with Wyll about everything.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
Yes, thank you. I was aware of that. Anyway, what do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Well, the Absolute Cold has your father. Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march, gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
Alright. Zora said you can say what led to your pact in exile. It's time I know the whole truth. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? I'll give my soul if that's what you're getting at. I'd give my life if it meant keeping the residents safe.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
That would be bad. Alright, cult of the dragon infiltrate Baldur's Gate to what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Wyll wants to show you what happened.
Alright, let's see the memory.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
Yeah, it's a brave thing to do.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
What about your father?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
Is that how you lost your eye?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
Yeah, it was brave what you did.
I don't know that it was brave.
Yeah, we covered that.
I just know that it was right.
We'll return to this later.
I understand.
And later. You must have been furious at your father for throwing you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Do you miss him?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Wyll Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
Alright, so that is everybody in our group. Except for, well...
I wonder what the next move is.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
You and Aelin seem to have a lot of history. What happened?
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
Certainly there's a magic in a look.
That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. She was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
He become the chosen of Merkel.
I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what.
Understandable.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
Alright, let's talk of a dame.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
Step closer.
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
What is the silver light, the moon magic?
Listen to the subtle vibrations of the Moon Maiden thumping within your heart chambers, friend. She works her magic there. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Still a great deal I don't know about you.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Are you really Saloon's daughter?
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Would your mother be willing to aid us against the dead 3?
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aylin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
I love it when she talks about herself in the third person. How do you can be trapped in the Shadowfell?
Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aylin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
Alright.
No time to rest.
No time to rest. In fact, it is time to rest. So we will go ahead and end the day. And it looks like we once again have a chance to say something to Dame. I'm going to talk to Shadowheart first.
You wanted something?
No, but I'm going to let her be the one to
A long way to go still.
ask
It is time we spoke about your heritage. There's a debt I must repay.
You claim to know something about me. You knew about the wolves. Tell me everything.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget. Shah's embrace is something that was forced upon you. It is not your true nature.
That can't be. I was always loyal to Shah.
Until you weren't. Do you think it was but a brief lapse? A moment of madness? No. I think you finally listened to your heart. When you freed me from the Shadowfell, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain, his inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to 2 others someplace distant. Let me help you remember, so there will be no doubt.
A memory appears at the forefront of your mind.
That elf. Who was he?
You already know who he is. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood? He is your father. And he lives still. As does your mother. I felt them. Bound to you.
That can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
I have to find my parents.
You will have to face your abductors in their very lair. In Baldur's Gate. There is one more way in which I can help you. You have been forewarned. And now you shall be forearmed. You will remember this spear, no doubt. It was to be the instrument of my death. Now, it will become a parting gift in exchange for my life.
I thought that was lost in the Shadowfell. How do you have it?
Shar is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. I felt the spear call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shar calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will need it. But what you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before. A debt repaid. You gave me my life back. Now go and claim your own.
There must be more you can tell me.
Your mind is a deep, dark wood. There are dead ends, shadowy corners, lurking threats. I was lucky to be able to glean as much as I did. Besides, there are more hardships ahead. Knowing too much may cause you to despair, while a little ignorance may shield you. One last thing. Your parents have been in the hands of Shar's followers for some 40 years. It must take tremendous will for mortals to hold out that long. See that their sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Can we talk to Isabel at all?
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
My resplendence honors yours.
And we have everything we can say to her, but enemy is Shar.
No doubt you do. But I will come to you when Mother Selûne deems the moment is right. Patience, girl. It will come soon enough. And you cannot unlearn the truths I have to share.
Well, I've still got that Moonlight Glaive. Wormling Staff. Yeah, I think I already had the weapon that she just gave me, but no matter.
My resplendence honors yours. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
I think we got this part before.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the Chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low. Pray, ask, and I will tell.
And I think we got most of these questions already, and yep, same questions. Alright, well.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something?
So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
Let's see, do I get any new options?
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great and feel moon my blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one. We are my darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side.
And same thing.
Can't slow down.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light,
And we
or
got a glitch there, it
she can retreat
seems.
back into dusk.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.
I would not linger in this land over long. But, whatever your business...
And nothing new from her.
I swear, I can already feel a change in the air.
Same thing.
Your past...
Hey, Withers is back.
I guess I can take care...
Fate, dost thou require a new ally?
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
Alright, well, I think that covers everybody's story stuff for the moment. We'll probably get more once we actually lay down to sleep. But we're past the half-hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here. And next time, we'll do a long rest, see what dreams may come. And next time, we'll start the journey to Baldur's Gate. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you are so inclined. And we'll pick up the adventure from here next time. Take care until then.